My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. It is. I should preach the time to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. I hope all is well in your end. I hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. Just because someone gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey, don't give up on yourself or overlook you. And I say that respectfully. Even when someone tries to project fear in within you, always believe in your faith. You truly wasn't a mistake. Regardless of the know I love you, or I respect you the proper way. You wasn't running from your past. You understood to maintain your smile. Elevation looks good on you today. Coming out your comfort zone, they didn't understand how they didn't steer you in the wrong direction. When you understood your guidance, that God was truly leading you. Certain folks didn't understand the hand that you was dealt, but you didn't lose yourself for another day to become your worst enemy. Loving yourself to better yourself, they would never understand that you didn't have to dim your light. You understood growth. You meant what you said that day. Actions speak louder than words to truly heal in the most healthiest way. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully, regardless of who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never get lost in someone's words because they lack self-confidence. They got self-esteem issues. They project and spell work on you in a toxic way. They want you to get out of pocket. But you understood self-control and understand common sense. That you are worthy not to lose yourself another day because someone didn't understand how to elevate to love themselves properly. When you understood to believe in your faith and that you was worthy when you lost yourself in that, when you lost yourself in your own words that day. You didn't know how to find peace, but you balanced it. It looks good on you. They would never understand your existence. What it took for you to get to where you are today. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. You're not doing it for likes and views, let alone cloud chasing. They would never understand your point of view, how you wasn't trying to lose yourself. You wasn't a mistake. You wasn't. Yeah, they wasn't rooting for you, but you was your biggest cheerleader. Yeah, they wasn't rooting for you, but you still showed up. Yeah, they wasn't rooting for you. The lies they told on your name, you wasn't running from your past. That energy is different because we are all not the same when it come to pain. You want everybody around you to truly elevate in the most healthiest way. You was far from a hater. They try to cheat you out of a competition that you was never part of. All because you didn't have to dim somebody's light to actually elevate. You know what you've been through that day in the most healthiest way. Good day, bad day. They would never understand time. What it took for you to actually change. To understand your existence today. That you matter and you're worthy. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. They would never understand that practice makes perfect when it comes to your world. You wasn't trying to be like nobody else but you. You didn't have to be your own issue when it comes to excuse being your own worst enemy. They would never understand your vision. When it came to your love language, believing in your faith, you didn't dim your light because you wasn't a mistake. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. That is totally fine. You know, when the right people are truly for you, they ain't gonna put you in competition. And I say that respectfully. They ain't gonna try to bring harm towards you in the most unhealthiest way. They're not. Because when the right people come into your life, respect would be a two-way street to treat you right. Something that you pray for, not to be uncomfortable. You know how it feels where you came from, to be dysfunctional. To feel like you was losing yourself, only to realize you gained yourself. You didn't even know how to find peace within, but you was willing to better yourself. I say praise the time to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. It's like a love language they couldn't relate to. You understood why that door was closed for all the right reasons. You truly wasn't a rejection. Your elevation looks good on you. Understand the goal within. You was catching your blessings right to left. How the universe is truly beautiful. Certain folks will never be able to understand your vision. Your reality check one-on-one truly going within. When you said what you meant, what you said that day. I'm willing to heal, to understand my point of view. I'm willing to heal, to truly love me. I'm willing to heal when they truly gave up on me. That love language is unconditional love. You truly found peace within to better you. Not to become your worst enemy another day. You wasn't doing it for likes and views, let alone cloud chasing. You was far from a hater. You wanted everybody around you to truly elevate. A vision that they couldn't relate to is why you kept showing up when they was throwing spell work at you. Yo, that energy is different, respectfully. How your dreams came true. The love language that folks didn't understand that you could truly relate to when they painted you out to be the bad guy in their story. Yeah, you was truly the villain in someone's story, but you understood your love language, that everybody's not supposed to be part of your journey, and that was okay. They would never talk about the good when you was in their life. They were quick to disrespect you, not to treat you right, but you still knew how to respect your neighbor even days when you couldn't see. Don't give up on you because someone doesn't understand why you believe in your faith and you wasn't a mistake. Always be yourself with no malicious intention. I say that respectfully. Shorty out here talking about somebody a scammer. I was just only in my own lane, painting the pictures that you couldn't relate to. Me choosing me. Me showing at the end of the day I am worthy. I ain't have to play in nobody's faith. I was just being my authentic self, something that you couldn't relate to, far from a scam. I know what happened that day, something that you wouldn't understand because you listen to he say, she say. Hold on 1 second. Now I got you truly paying attention. Everybody has a past, but I ain't running from my past. That energy is different when it comes to growth. People be quick to pick and choose at the end of the day what they want to bring up when it come to your past and throw it in your face. But you got skeletons in your closet too. Some that you can't get comfortable to relate to. It really be the thought process to me. Far from a scammer, I don't give a fuck what he say, she say, got to say about me at the end of the day. But because they knew they was really in my pockets, trying to get that piece of cake. Hold on 1 second, are you serious? Nah, I'm definitely far from a scammer, and I say that respectfully. I ain't running from my past. I know how to take accountability. You ever was just being your authentic self? Folks talking about you a cheater. You do this, you do that. You got malicious intentions. That was truly whack. Instead of them actually getting to know you at the end of the day, they'll see a vision that folks would never understand. Hold on 1 second. What page was you truly on? Because when I actually got to know the person, they was actually real down to earth. They wasn't hiding their feelings when they came to their past. That's one thing they truly wasn't running from. When you laughed at their pain, we are all not the same. The energy is different when someone says growth, understanding their mental health. Actions speak louder than words. When you truly mentally go within to better yourself. Certain folks will never understand your love language when you truly choose yourself to go within. They try to discourage you, to kick you down, but your grass ain't that green, and I say that respectfully. But I ain't got to pick and point what you got going on, because trust and believe, it ain't too good. Hold it on sweet. That's what happens at the end of the day. Folks always want to talk about what he say, she say, had to say when it came to your past, but they don't want to know what happened that day. They always want to throw in your face at the end of the day. I know what I said to that person, and I say that respectfully because I saw that they had malicious intentions. And God showed me who my enemy was to talk about me in the most unhealthiest way for an evil dollar. They wasn't supposed to be part of my journey, let alone sit at my table. I understood that. Hold on 1 second. Respect is a two-way street regardless of what I'm going through. I need the right people around me. My content ain't for everybody. Always be yourself. People be digging, digging, keep digging, only to try to humiliate you, to disrespect you out loud, all because you understood to maintain your smile, regardless of trials and tribulations that you're going through. They got an energy harvest all for you. Destiny swipe, they try to. Play with Spork in a toxic way. They thought that you missed your stop, only to realize you still arrived on time. It wasn't too late. To become your best self vision of yourself, to dim your light. My content is not for everybody. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. Folks be always wanting to throw something in your face, trying to laugh at your pain, or they want to paint a narrative at the end of the day. Damn, you did all that digging about me at the end of the day, going to he say, she say, but you still forgot to get your life together? No, for real, what the fuck? Make it make sense. You could pay this person, pay that person to get information about somebody just to humiliate them, to disrespect them when they change in their life, regardless of what that person went through in their past, because everybody's story is different when it comes to trials and tribulations, when they realize, hold on 1 second, I am worthy of growth. I am worthy of change. Hold on 1 second. But I see that you didn't change. No, for real. Neighbor. Minding my business. I'm so irrelevant to you. I'm like the God that you truly worship, because you trying to figure out my point of view. You digging and doving. You digging and diving. And I say that respectfully, no disrespect out loud. But it makes you feel good to kick the next person down, to see them frown. But as soon as something happened in your book, at the end of the day, you want someone to actually feel sympathy for you, or let alone how they actually hearing you. You know, when you're behind closed doors, when everybody's done laughing, and you got to deal with your own feelings, that unhealthy relationship put you bent out of shape. Your moms and your pops didn't know how to love you properly, let alone respect you, but you forgot to talk about what you really going through. But you so quick to talk about me, saying I got bad habits at the end of the day, but you don't even know me. I don't care what he say, she say, said about me when I was in their life. I knew how to treat them right, but they would never brag about that at the end of the day. They just want to see me frown, not to see my existence. But I knew to better myself regardless of what you said. He say, she say, it damn sure didn't make sense. And I don't care if I don't make sense to you. I'm being my authentic self. Something that folks can't relate to is being an authentic self. Worried about what this person feel about you. Worried about what that person feel about you. I don't give a goddamn how anybody feel about me. Because I ain't doing it for you at the end of the day. And I say that shit respectfully. And especially if you against me. Because would you want somebody to be against you? Neighbor, 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 neighbor. What happened is someone truly having your back. Folks said they got your back until you're in a bent out situation. And you asked them, hold on 1 second. What happened to all that kindness? It went out the window. You truly weak now. That's what they looking at you like. No, they don't understand your point of view. What happened? And you thought you had the right folks in your life. Always be yourself. You know, I say this respectfully. If you ever committed a crime, or if you ever was in an unhealthy relationship, and you was the one to be the person that was the manipulator or the one with the hand problem, or whatever you did in your life when it came to your past, never allow someone to make you feel, because you understood change and growth. Never allow that to make you feel like you're supposed to live in fear or become your worst enemy, because you're actually putting the footwork in to actually understand growth. And I say that respectfully. You didn't know how to show up for certain individuals. You didn't know how to respect certain individuals. But you know what? You said to yourself is, I want to change. I want to become my best self version of myself. They're not going to understand my vision. And it's okay to be yourself. Or even if you're that innocent person and someone painted you out to be something that you truly wasn't, or because they had hidden agendas to not see you elevate. They had hidden agendas because they saw you in competition. So they had to get a group of people that couldn't think for themselves, because they would stay in their lane. They wouldn't try to humiliate somebody with pain, because they would know how it actually feels to go with them when someone didn't hit them that day. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. But never allow someone to make you feel like you're supposed to live in fear because someone is trying to hold your past against you. Or someone is trying to paint a narrative about you that wasn't true. And I say that respectfully. Was you there? Was you on my lap? Was you in my stomach? It really be the train of thought for me. How when you truly have potential and you got common sense, and I say this respectfully, and you show love to everybody, we ain't got to do too much, folks ain't going to want to see an individual that's a genuine and loving and kind actually see they light. But when the right people walk into this individual's life, they're going to respect them. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. I don't hold my neighbor back because of their past. When someone is willing to change, I give them credit when it's due. And I say that respectfully, because not everybody wants to change their life. And I say that respectfully, they don't. Some people just decide, you know what, I'm going to continue being the same person. I'm going to continue to be a bully for the rest of my life. I'm going to continue not being able to think for myself when someone comes with me for information. My content is not for everyone. It's not. It's like the lies you threw on my name, all because I understood self-control, to understand that I understood discipline. When it came to my lane, understanding my confidence, I didn't lose myself another day. I had abandonment issues. The lack of love was truly real. I didn't hear I love you. It was nothing but pain. I had to wear a mask for so long. I was my own worst enemy because someone did me wrong. Am I truly a bad guy? No. I understood the growth to realize that everybody wasn't supposed to be part of my journey. And I understood to be a popular loner. And I ain't running from my pain. The energy is different. I realized that certain individuals saw me as competition. They was telling me out loud, really disrespecting me, saying I'm jealous of you, all because you know how to be your authentic self. And I ain't have to do nothing to these chicks at the end of the day, let alone dudes, besides choose me. And I bother they side of day. I bother they sight of day when it came to their lack of faith. All because I understood my love language to truly go within and understand my existence, that I am worthy. I'm far from a hater. And it doesn't matter if you ever was a criminal or not. When you say you changing your life, actions speak louder than words. Folks be trying to dim your light until it's their situation. They want somebody to have sympathy. Here's really the thought process of me. How when he say, she say, the math ain't damn sure ain't adding up, you try to discourage the wrong person. All because you don't understand at the end of the day, they understand their existence. I realize in life, and I say this respectfully, always be your authentic self. I never had to put my hands on nobody. Never. And I don't care what nobody ever lied on my name or said about me. I never had to put my hands on somebody. And I never had to make someone feel like they need to live in fear and send someone to hurt somebody. I don't move like that. Or because someone's getting their life together, you got a group of people wanting to cite some out their own free will. Or because someone's understanding their love language when it comes to balance and common sense. That everybody doesn't heal the same. To actually put that physical work in, that emotional work in, to understand your new existence, it's just certain folks that will never understand to stay in their own lane. But God works in mysterious ways. I don't worship the devil, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And if I ever approached you and I said that God guided me to you, it was for a reason. Because God saw what you was doing. And I say that respectfully. And I don't have no hate and no jealousy or envy in me. In no shape or form. In no shape or form. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Freestyle explains when the album is dropping. Hey. You barely speaking English. She from Brooklyn. She definitely from New York. You know, when you getting your life together, and I say this respectfully, and you're not out here hurting people, and you're not out here being a hater towards innocent people, that self-love looks different. And I say that respectfully. It really does. A lot of people don't understand when you truly got boundaries and you're not running from your past, that don't live in your presence today. Even when they gang stalk you, even when they make fake pages to try to humiliate you, never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. Folks could paint a picture about you all day long. All day long. But when you know your heart, and God knows your heart, that soul energy at the end of the day within is something that they can't relate to. It's actually feeling. So never give up on yourself or allow someone to make you feel like you're supposed to live in fear. And I say that respectfully. There's a lot of individuals that had a upbringing, that had a past. They did. Some people don't change their life, but some people do. And the person that be trying to change their life, it be people that be trying to frame them. Oh, because they understood that, hold on one second. If I could stop you from elevating, nobody's gonna believe that you're truly trying to elevate. So if I could blackmail you, they gonna believe me because I got controlling issues. And they ain't gonna believe you because I'm painting a picture that you truly already crazy with hidden agendas. This type of stuff happens. And I hope it doesn't happen to you. Regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Someone was an addict for many a years. They actually mentally went within and actually healed to go within and understand their own existence. Change. It's not an overnight process quitting something. It's not. And especially if it became an everyday basics thing. A need. I need. But I reject. To understand that I am worthy and not losing myself another day, becoming my own worst enemy. It went from someone being an addict for 10, 12 years. Now they've been in recovery for over 30 years. And they never look back. They never look back. Regardless to who kicked them down, disrespected them, made them feel like their existence wasn't even worthy of actually looking a direction. They still kept going. They didn't care what nobody had to say. Because when you tell somebody that you're changing your life, when you're an addict and you're letting go certain behaviors, certain folks won't believe you. Certain folks won't hear you. You got to actually show up for you, not them, to get you mentally right when it comes to being healthy. And you were so confident in yourself. And you were so brave. Because some people, when they decide to leave a substance, their life never be the same. Some people get psyched at their own free will because their body can't handle the change. And some people are so strong and so brave, they have to work on their mindset. When it comes to educating themselves, every single day is a fight. They got this. It sounds better. It sounds better than actually getting it done, but action spoke louder than words. Someone truly maintained a smile to truly heal the go within. They had loved ones give up on them, abuse them, manipulate them. They went through some trauma and pain. But the right people that walked into their life, they actually heard them and they acknowledged them, not to project pain. And they wasn't doing it for likes and views, let alone clout chasing. That energy is different. When they said they wanted to change their life for all the right reasons. Not just to show up for them. But some people do have family members that they actually love. And they get it right for them. But that love language self is choosing you first. That's what certain folks overlooked. But never give up on yourself. Or you had an upbringing. It became the norm to do narcissist behavior things. And you became an adult and you thought it was the norm to do so too. And because it became the norm, you had to break out that habit. It's not the norm. It's not okay to be a bully towards an innocent person that's not doing anything to me. It's not okay to disrespect somebody because I don't understand how they maintain a smile. I don't understand how can someone be so happy in the environment that they live, but they still keep pushing through every single day. And they fall from a hater because everybody around them, they truly want them to see them elevate. Even the people that don't even respect them. They understood to stay in their lane like, oh, okay, 1 second. You try to come for me to bring harm towards me. You disrespected me, try to laugh at my pain. It wasn't an even exchange. Had the folks in the community going against me. But I understood to still respect my neighbor, but just stay my distance. And that's okay. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Never allow someone to make you feel that you're supposed to live in fear because of your past. And I say that respectfully. Never allow someone to make you feel like you're supposed to live in fear because of your past. That unhealthy relationship, it didn't work out. You may have been the abuser. But today, your self-love language, I got self-control. I have more self-awareness than I had 10 years ago. I got more self-awareness and love for myself than I had 20 years ago. I'm not the same person that people are projecting me to be. I'm not that person. I am not that person. But when the right people walk into your life, they know you're not that person. Because actions speak louder than words. And you don't gotta wear a mask to be your authentic self because the right people actually see you. They actually respect you. They actually acknowledge you. And you're not doing it for likes and views, let alone clout chasing. That energy is different and you're far from a hater when you understood growth. My content is not for everyone. It's not. You was tired of being in unhealthy relationships. You was tired of having that revolving door and blocking your own self-love. You kept showing up for folks, showing up for them, overflowing a cup. But every time you turned around, you was being shortchanged. You was being shortchanged. And you couldn't lose yourself another day, becoming your own worst enemy because you knew how to love. Everybody's walk of life is different. But respect is a two-way street when someone is trying to get their love language together. Self-love, confidence, not living in fear. Everybody ain't supposed to be part of your journey, and that's okay. That's okay. That is okay. But it's not a crime to be your authentic self. You had a past. Everybody does. Everybody's past may not be as bad as certain individuals. You know, I'm gonna be so transparent with you. Someone who sex them out their own free will. It happened 30, 40 years ago. When they stand before themselves today, they took accountability for what they did. Are they at risk? Nobody knows until time tells, right? But their actions in society, in the community, they're showing that they're a good citizen because they're doing what they need to do as choosing themselves, loving themselves, and respecting their community. Everybody's story is different, and I say that respectfully. Some people don't change, but there's some people who is willing to accept growth, willing to accept, hold on one second, trauma was caused by what I did. Someone has to live with that every single day. But they're not going to allow someone to make them feel like they need to be rejected from society because of one mistake. Because everybody's situation is different. Some situations with self-defense. Some situations, I'm not going to mention that. But there are individuals who truly do change their life for the better. Someone was a scam in the bank. Either they worked there or they didn't have to work there. They realized when they saw that judge that last time, I made a mistake loving me because I didn't know how to. I made a mistake because I didn't have the proper guidance to show up for me. I made a mistake to take accountability that I'm not going to do it again. I made a mistake. But I'm not going to allow someone to make me feel like I have to live in fear either. Because my past doesn't live in my reality today. Because everybody's story is not the same. It's some people who don't change, and it's some people who do. And the peoples who do change their life for all the right reasons, society feels like, hold on one second. Because you made that one mistake, you are not worthy. You don't matter. But you do matter because you made a mistake. It's one thing when you consistently continue to make the mistake and then you have malicious intentions to psych people out their free will. That energy is different. Or then you have intentions and not changing or growing at all as an individual. We are all not the same. And this is for entertainment purposes only, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. Some people don't change their life. They don't. You have people who gang stalk innocent people, only for their certain words is not in my vocabulary for all the right reasons. It really is. Some people gang stalk people for their own malicious ways because they don't want someone to elevate faster than them. They see someone as competition. They see someone as a threat. So they want to humiliate someone. They have to do all these different things, even trying to antagonize someone to get them out of character. But when you understand your existence, the innocent person, they will never understand your growth. Even when you get lost in your own words. Because you was misunderstood. Because you was on in your own lane. And you didn't have to do anything to nobody for them to project pain. Never give up on yourself. My content is not for everyone. It's not. It's some people that don't change their life. But it's some people who do. But leave the innocent people alone who understood, hold on one second. Thank you, growth, for allowing me to see in my existence. Thank you, growth, for being patient with me. Thank you, growth, for allowing me to understand my own love language. Thank you, growth. And especially when an individual is not doing it for likes and views, let alone cloud chasing. That energy is different. They not out here energy harvesting off innocent people's energy. They not out here destiny swiping with nobody. They not out here playing with Spork in a toxic way. That's not how they operating in no shape or form. And they fall from a hater. An innocent person just trying to elevate. Understand day-to-day activities. Folks gonna throw your past in your face. Or because you understood your existence. You understood your boundaries, take accountability for your actions. You wasn't running from your past. They would never understand you wasn't a rejection when it came to love truly lasts. You choosing you, that unconditional love truly looks healthy on you. Even when folks not rooting for you. You didn't lose yourself in your own words. You understood not to get discouraged because God was showing you favor. You didn't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You actually showed up for your neighbor. Even when they went against you. God showed up when you least expected, telling your neighbor to fall back, but they didn't understand that, hold on 1 second, how they would be their own rejection, or because of the fact they went up against you, or because they couldn't use you to abuse you. They was laughing at your pain, but it truly wasn't existence. They wanted you to get out of character so you wouldn't maintain your smile, but you understood balance, because actions spoke louder than words when you truly went within actually hell. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. It's some people that don't change their life. It's not. They don't. And it's some people who do. Just like when your child makes an error in life, you will hope that nobody does that to your baby. And especially when you're not there to protect them. No disrespect. Everybody's story is not the same. It's not. It's funny how folks will just come out of nowhere and just disrespect you. For no reason. I take accountability for everything that I say that come out of my mouth, and I say that respectfully. Because I don't run from my past. Because I know what you did that day in the most unhealthiest way. You didn't want me to see my own existence, for me to believe in my faith. And I wasn't wrong for standing up for myself, even when I knew I didn't have nobody by my side. I was my biggest cheerleader, and I wasn't backing down because you was trying to intimidate and humiliate me. Gang stalking was truly real. You sitting there telling folks I didn't heal, but you didn't even know me at the end of the day. All I did was just respect my neighbor with no malicious intentions, let alone hidden agendas. I didn't have to have that in me. Always be yourself. You know, with practice comes perfect when it comes to your world. An existence that it won't understand the other individuals because they're not truly for you. But the ones that's truly going to respect you, they're going to show up for you. Always be yourself and never let someone project fear on you. And I say that respectfully. Never allow someone to project fear on you, to bully you out of who you are. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Or because someone doing it for likes and views that don't clout. And you fall from thirsty at the end of the day because you truly full. When it comes to your digestive system, understanding your self-reflection, hold on 1 second. You wanted me to move uncomfortably, but I understood balance when it came to common sense, something that you couldn't get in tune with, was your low IQ score. But you said I was slow, stupid, and retarded, but you sit here taking notes to find out my next move. Yeah, it was the best move, me truly loving me another day. And I ain't have to school you. I didn't. Because God works in mysterious ways. And you can sit there and threaten me, disrespect me, gonna talk about my back gonna be against the wall. Where's my God at now? I'm gonna hurt you, disrespect you. Make sure they gonna put you in a projection, a mindset, a projection mindset. You ever got lost in your own words, but you still understood where you was coming from? Folks didn't understand. How did you understand? Hold on 1 second. How did you still get it together? Even when you thought you was gonna have my back against the world, and you thought you was gonna have my back against the wall. Ask me, where's my God at now? Trying to humiliate, to disrespect me, try to laugh at my pain, or because you got lack of self-control. Always be yourself. And I say this respectfully, never give up on yourself and never make yourself feel like you're not good enough. Because when the right people walk into your life, they're going to truly respect you with no malicious intentions. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day, and especially when you're far from a hater. And you want everybody around you to truly elevate, regardless if you know them or not. We are all not the same. It don't matter about someone's sexual orientation, someone's disability, their age, or their religion. I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. My content is not for everybody. It took he say, she say, them pointless conversations. Dang, you was running low on your funds. Just to psych me on my free will when it came to your attentions. I understood my love language to better myself. Something that you couldn't do was seek revenge. Because you couldn't get in tune with your own love language to understand, hold on one second, how I'm truly elevating. I ain't have to do nothing to you for you to try to get me out of character. I was just believing in my faith, and you truly wanted to see me frown. But I understood my existence not to give up on myself, but to better myself, something that you couldn't get in tune with. It's funny how it take a whole group of people to go against one person because someone truly got gifts within. And they truly versatile when it come to common sense. To be their authentic self. How God works in mysterious ways. I don't worship the devil, and I say that respectfully. I ain't got to project pain because my neighbor doesn't understand and stay in their lane. Always be yourself. I say this respectfully. Don't beat yourself with your own words because someone doesn't understand your love language. Because when the right people walk into your life, they actually see you, they actually hear you, and they're not overlooking you. Regardless of what you endured as a child and it went into your adulthood, they will never understand how you maintain your smile. You was rooting for everybody, but you was tired of the excuses, folks not showing up for you. They projected a mindset when they drew that picture and only for the outside world to look in, to realize that truly wasn't you, innocent person, because you had good intentions. You was just misled, not respected, let alone loved or protected. But you are worthy to understand your existence. Don't lose yourself or give up on yourself because someone didn't know how to choose you, to respect you. So proud of you didn't lose you. Because some people don't make it. They don't. Some people set themselves up their own free will because they looking for love. They looking for someone to give them validation. It happens. Some people do look for validations. And some people can't stand on their own. That's why they disrespect you out loud, wanting to see you frown. I ain't have to have an excuse to actually love me. I understood my acknowledge myself that I am worthy. I look in the mirror every single day, something that you get mad about. How do I choose myself every day? You throw sport work at me in a toxic way. You wanted me to move uncomfortable, but I understood my existence. I think I said what I meant that day in the most healthiest way. I don't think, I know. I wasn't doing it for likes and views, let alone cloud chasing. Because all money damn sure ain't good money, and I say that respectfully. I was only moving accordingly. When God installed something within you, they would never understand how you representing yourself today. Something that they couldn't see, that you was truly gifted and talented this whole entire time. You ever been that type of person? How you want everybody around you to win? But they didn't see your vision. They called you stupid, slow, and retarded. You show love to folks even days when you couldn't see. They sit there and say, well, you didn't have to do that for me. It was a thought for me that count. But I guess I was doing too much, only to realize, hold on one second. I still knew how to better myself, to realize that everybody wasn't supposed to be part of my journey, and that's okay. And you good to people, and as soon as you say purple, green, or you dismiss yourself, you dead ass wrong, all you was doing was protecting your energy, Because God said, hold on 1 second, your time has expired in their life. And I say that respectfully. You got to continue to move accordingly. Because you ain't doing it for likes and views. I saw what they was doing behind closed doors. It was truly one-sided when it came to your point of view. Because that's something that you would never do. My content is not for everybody. A good person. It's hard to come across. A genuine person. Regardless to their upbringing. When they was an adolescent. You comparing an adolescent to an adult today? Are you serious? It just shows a lot about your character traits. It shows a lot about your character traits. You got less common sense than I actually thought. It didn't matter about your IQ score, and I say that respectfully that day when you took that test. You still failed. Because it didn't matter what degree you had. Ain't nobody perfect. The energy is different. But what happened to thinking for yourself? Not to hurt someone else's conscience. Or because you were a bully and you understand how someone's truly elevating. My content is not for everyone. And I don't care if I sound stupid to somebody. I don't care how I sound to anybody. Actually, I sound good to me. And the right people that's truly for me. And I say that respectfully. Always be your authentic self. When I first started these platforms, and I say this respectfully, I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. But I had people from the last 3 years reach out to me personally and tell me, like, they're really, truly inspired by me. Like, you just kept going. Like, you kept going. People throwing spell work at you in the toxic way, but you just kept going. Like, you just kept going. Like, yo, how you do it? How? Even when they try to hack your phone, when it came to your devices, you still showed up for yourself to understand and acknowledge yourself that you are worthy. They try to humiliate you, paint you out to be something you truly wasn't, or because they try to frame you. But you still had good intentions. You kept going. With no hidden agendas. You ain't have to play with Spoiler in a toxic way. Go take for tack with somebody when you wasn't trying to catch a case. They laughed at your pain. It wasn't an even exchange. Because you still balanced your smile. And they would never understand how you maintain. And for someone to reach out to me, I say this respectfully. Don't give up on yourself. It doesn't matter if you're an artist, an actor, you know, because art goes a long way. And I say that respectfully. Show your work to the right people, and they're going to see your growth. Not only they see your growth, but they see that you really mean what you say. You standing on business, and you fall from a hater. You realize everybody wasn't supposed to be part of your journey, and that's okay. I wish I had the same mindset as you, moving accordingly, because these folks is really bougie. So they thought. Ain't nothing bougie about you, or let alone cute, trying to disrespect the innocent person who understood their vision to better themselves, or because you couldn't self-reflect to go within and love yourself. The disrespect was real loud, and it was truly whack. Neighbor, 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 neighbor. I truly hope that you find peace within. Being a hater ain't cute. And I say that respectfully. There's nothing cute or attractive about it. Nothing. And especially when you say that you're a child of God. But I realize when people say they're a child of God, it's a good God and it's a bad God. I worship the good God. I understood that, hold on 1 second. I can still pray for my neighbor the most healthiest way, not to go tick for tack with their demons that's within them. When they worship the devil. Because I knew I was truly protected. When you showed me that I was supposed to be your issue. And I ain't even have to do nothing to you. My content is not for everybody. And when I started this platform, I'm not even going to hold you back. When I started it, depression is real. Depression is real. It really is. And when I turned on this camera, it just brought me peace. Some things do I regret? No. Because it allowed me to continue to be the woman that I am today. And I'm a woman. I don't think I'm a dude or a man. I know I'm a woman. And I hold myself accountable for being a woman that know how to respect her neighbor. And I'm far from a hater. I don't run from my past. I don't. I know how to take accountability for my actions. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. The last thing I would ever want to see is my neighbor homeless. I preach about respect. But when someone tried to line me up to sight by my own free will, nah, I thought telling my neighbor was the best thing. But you didn't know I knew that, though. But I didn't have to disrespect you because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to your baby. I wouldn't want somebody to do that to your children. You're saying that you're growing as a woman, you're growing as a man. So continue to move accordingly, the right way. You're saying you're moving on the righteous time, so do it. Because nobody should be psyched of their free will because of jealousy and envy. Nobody. No mother or father, regardless if that child is in that parent's life or not. No loved one should get a phone call when someone is close to them. To hearing that, hold on one second, you mean to tell me that my loved one is gone because of the fact that someone had lack of self-control? And because of jealousy and envy, someone wanted someone to lose control? When someone antagonized the innocent person that day? Nobody deserves that phone call. In no shape or form. In no shape or form. Nobody deserves that phone call. Because someone was jealous. You don't have to have the fanciest house. You don't have to have the fanciest clothes. You don't have to have all the updated stuff for someone to have ill intentions like you at your own free will. Just by you having common sense. Just by you maintaining your smile. Just because you know how to be your authentic self and they don't know how. My content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. But never allow someone to make you feel like loving yourself is a crime, because it's not. And healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And when you change your life for the better, actions speak louder than words. It do. It do. You know how many times folks said you sound like a broken record when you're trying to change your life? Oh, I'm about to stop smoking. I'm about to stop drinking. You sound like a broken record. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with those two topics, but it's just one of the two topics I just brought up. Because it goes deeper than that. It really does. And everybody's walk of life is different. When it comes to, okay, well, I'm changing my life for the better. It's some things that individuals don't know about you that you wear really well. You wear your mask so well, but nobody's pointing out all your flaws. Nobody's saying that you're a bad guy. You look like you well put together. You could be a doctor, a lawyer, don't matter who you are, teacher, just a regular everyday person. You built properly, you in shape. The community loves you. But you wore a mask so well, and you out here being a child predator. Everybody looking at you like, how is this possible? Everybody reevaluating their life like, damn, you truly fooled me. Some people don't change their life. They don't. And I say this to say this. Somebody's watching me right now. And I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. But leave innocent children alone. Leave innocent children alone. You saying that you changed your life? Leave innocent children alone. My content is not for everyone. And when I started these platforms, I always said I talk about a little bit of everything. Yes, I did. That was the first thing that I said. A little bit of everything. I don't know how Nia Genuine Love feels today. Because some people don't change their life, but some people do. I had someone reach out to me. I don't say names. And I didn't know how to take this call. I didn't. To hear someone say that they're a predator, that would make you feel like you gotta go left. But when someone else doesn't hear somebody, and someone is truly changing their life for all the right reasons, it's hard to cope with talking to certain individuals. And when this individual was talking to me, they said something happened about 20 years ago. And because it happened 20 years ago, their life never been the same. They was charged for it. Did they do it? They said they did. But they're not the same person that they was 20 years ago. And the reason why I'm saying this, because somebody that's watching me right now, the same thing that this person said to me, it was the norm. And because it was the norm, they said I had to break this generation curse. In order for someone to break a generation curse, they had to let go of the bad behaviors that was holding them back. Even when society doesn't look at them the same as the norm. They said, I just want somebody to hear me. Does your voice matter? If something transpired 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, and you're not the same person today, should you be treated any differently when you're not a threat to society? That was something to really think about. Someone said, am I a threat to society? If something that took place 20 years ago and I'm not the same person. When you have the right people around you, they're not going to feed into the behavior. When you have the right people around you, they're going to love you unconditionally. When you have the right people around you, they're not going to protect you if you do it again. I don't know who needs to hear this, and I say this respectfully. Should you be welcome to the society, into communities? Not around children, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, it took place 20 years ago. Yeah, it took place 40 years ago. But you're still not safe in society, and you're still not safe in the community. Should you be treated less of a person? No. Because you're actually showing up every single day, and you're actually showing society that you have changed. But that's still only a 50% of change. Because it's still another 50% chance that you might change your mind. My content is not for everyone. It's not. But there are people that do change their life. There are. And they're not out here doing it for likes and views or clout chasing when they do the internal healing. Everybody's situation is different. And everybody doesn't get treated the same when it comes to their situation. Just like someone's a predator and someone else is a predator, they don't get treated the same. They don't. Just like someone's an addict, someone's on two different substances, they do not get treated the same. They don't. And I say that respectfully. Just like two people are abusers, someone abuse is more dangerous than the other. They do not get treated the same. They don't. And especially how society looks at them. Because you can have a sex predator walking around and everybody's rooting for this person. And then you have the other group of people who's looking in, saying that this person should not be in society. Everybody has their own opinion about certain things. But leave the innocent children alone. I don't know who need to hear that. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. It's okay. But some people change their life for the better, and some don't. Because just like this, someone can be a predator and someone cannot, right? I mean, someone could be a predator and then someone is blamed for being a predator because someone lied about their age. Those two different scenarios. It's a difference when someone was psyched at their eyesight, when someone was told, well, I thought you was 21, come to find out you was really such and such age, compared to someone who knew how old someone was and took advantage of somebody. Those two different situations. Those are two different situations. And when a young man or young woman is not doing it for likes and views or on cloud chasing, it's just a certain mental state that certain individuals will not understand when it comes to healing, that eternal healing. Someone lost their identity that day because they was innocent, and only to find out they wasn't innocent because someone lied and manipulated them. Compared to someone who actually knew how old someone actually was and said that they didn't care. So for that man or woman who didn't know how old somebody was, are they worthy to be in society? Yes, they are. Is it going to happen again? Absolutely not. Because they didn't know. And because they didn't know, they don't even look at children like that. They never even looked at children like that from the beginning. And a lot of people in society, they pick and choose who they want to bully. They do. And then let alone, it goes from bullying to having malicious intentions towards innocent people. I'm talking about the innocent people. That energy is different. I can understand someone does something that ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. But it's two different energies. And I don't know who needs to hear this too. You experienced something. It changed your life forever. It made you feel like you couldn't even understand your own identity when you looked in the mirror. It made you feel lack of confidence. It gave you self-esteem problems. All because someone lied about their age. And every time you turn around, you feel like it's being thrown in your face. Where you took accountability for your actions, not knowing. And you feel like you're self-destructing yourself right now. But don't give up on you. Because your mental state is not to look at individuals like that. And you never did. It was never within you. You was just like out your eyesight. Sorry to say, it does happen. It does. But is it right? No, it's not. But you got to be more wiser moving forward in your journey. That's it. Asking someone their age. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. It was the love that you lost within, only for it to be restored, even stronger. Understanding your vision, you didn't lose yourself another day. They would never understand that they were supposed to discourage you in the most unhealthiest way. You still had confidence within you to believe in your faith. You truly wasn't a mistake. Accepting accountability for your actions allows you to believe in another day, that you matter and you're worthy. Don't give up on yourself today. I'm Nia G in love, respect. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Thank you for your time, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Regardless of who's not rooting for you, always be your biggest cheerleader. And especially when you're truly far from a hater. Everybody's walk of life when it comes to healing is different. And everybody's point of view when it comes to action speaking louder than words to truly heal looks different. Some people mean it. Some people wear a mask only to fit in and then realize they couldn't last. I gotta go. Peace and respect. Stay respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Humanity worthy. I'm Nia G on love, respect. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And it's okay if you disrespect me. I didn't have to have malicious intentions for you to feel animosity towards me. I was just in my own lane, understanding my gravity. I understood the receiver, catching my blessings right to left. I wasn't a rejection. I was truly the blessing of myself. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. I understand that certain folks not going to agree with my content or whatever the case may be. But for the right people, I actually appreciate your time. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. Far from a hater. And I wasn't wrong for speaking up for myself when my neighbor went against me. I didn't have to put my hands on nobody. I didn't have to call you BITCHs in no shape or form. Excuse me, thank you. I don't do no drama. The energy is different. They would never understand your calling when they try to psych you out your free will, or because you understood your existence. Your love language looks real good on you today. I'm Nia G on love, respect. Stay warm, have a safe remaining year, protect your energy, and protect you and your family with no misintentions. You matter and you are worthy. I'm Nia G on love, respect. I gotta go, I need a nap. Thank you for your time. When it comes to healing, it's not an overnight process. And everybody's walk of life is different when they actually go within and realize what they did. And I say that respectfully. But don't give up on yourself. Don't beat yourself up for what you did as a child. And especially when you're an adult today and you're not doing what you did before. Don't let these folks make you feel like you got to frown to live in fear. And I say that respectfully. Everybody's walk of life is different. But if you're out here hurting innocent children, that energy is different. Leave innocent children alone. I said what I said, let alone innocent people trying to take them out their free will, or because the lack of self-control you have within. They know how to love yourself. Talking about you real, but nothing was real about you at the end of the day. If that's what real is being, I don't want no parts of it. Being a hater is not part of my bloodline. I understood my existence. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And I truly appreciate the time to the ones who did reach out to me and gave me my credit when it was due. And I say that respectfully. You didn't have to go through this person, that person. You came directly to me and actually spoke to me and actually respected me as a woman. I truly appreciate that. Even when you didn't know how to approach me and talk to me because you was a little whatever the case may be, however you was feeling. But I truly appreciate you approaching me as a man or a woman and respecting me. And I respected you. And yeah. Don't give up on yourself. Keep believing in yourself. And that's it. I'm 19, love, respect. Thank you. Have a good day.